Hello my beautiful friends and welcome. This was supposed to be a video on the Divine Rose 2 palette from Mcgrath. Stay tuned, you'll see why it's not, but you can get this great look from the Mcgrath Mothership Supplying the Golden Opulence palette. So for the whole kooky story, stay tuned. All right, so here's the box that it came in, and I'm so excited. Now, many of you may remember that this was supposed to be a no-buy palette year, but then COVID struck and we've been locked down for a really long time, and I put on a bunch of weight and I've been working very hard to take that weight off, and I'm having some luck, and honestly, I just wanted to buy myself something, feel a little bit better. So, you may have seen my video on the Divine Rose 1, the Mothership, what is this one? This Mothership 7 Divine Rose 1, which I am really loving. I've been using it ever since I got it, and I'm really impressed with that palette. I really like it. So here is the, oh no, oh you're kidding me. They sent me the same palette. The Divine Rose 1. I was supposed to be getting the Divine Rose 2, which I know the outer packaging on is a little bit different, and wah wah wah. I ordered the same one? How can that be? Check the packing slip. Well, that really sucks. I really thought I was getting the 2, and I ordered the 1. I am really bummed. And I don't even want to open it. It's the limited, it's the pink. It's supposed to be the pink packaging. Oh, and it is. I can just, don't know if it's going to show. You can see in there. It's the pink packaging, which is so pretty, but I do not need 2 of these. Is there any way yeah, I know that the outer packaging on the Divine Rose 2 is different. Okay, that bites, but I guess lucky for me, I did bring down this one, the Mothership Sublime, the Golden Opulence palette. This one I actually got even before I got the Divine Rose 1, and I also really love this palette. So let's just make this video about this fantastic palette. So it's not cleaned up because honestly I didn't think I was coming to shoot this one. All right, there we go. So there it is, 6-pan palette, and it's so pretty, so versatile. Let me start by, this is the color that I use for transition. And I think that would work for a lot of medium to fair skin shades. There is another matte in here that's a bit darker, and I have been using this to darken up my outside corner, and also use it for deepening the crease. So I think that might work as a transition shade for darker toned skins. So, but really what makes this palette so lovely, so special, are the 4 shimmers. So let's start with the light. And here I do have my thing, so let me tell you that light one, that first one that I swatched is called Moon Phase, and the second one is Lotus Luxe. Right now I'm going to, nope, never mind, had it upside down. The first one I did was Tranquility, and the second one I swatched was Prosperity. And what I'm going to swatch for you now is Eternal Opulence. So this is a really light, great highlighter shade. It's got a lot of shimmer. You can see it reflecting the lights. It's really beautiful as a brow highlighter, inside corner. Really, really lovely. The next one I'm going to do is, this is Lotus Luxe. And this is sort of a dark, pinky, it's got some red undertones in there, and it's maybe even a little coppery bronzy. Oh, it's really gorgeous. Really, really, really gorgeous. And the next one is Gold Fortune. All right, so let's get that one. And you can see the payout is just wonderful on these. So much pigment, really great sparkle. And last but not least is kind of the neutral, more brown shimmer, and this one is Moon Phase. But even that's got some metallic underneath there. So, like I said, really, really gorgeous little palette here. 6 shades. So it's the 2 mattes and the 6 shimmers. And I'll show you one of the looks that I've been liking out of this palette. So I will start with Tranquility, that one that I've been using for, what's that called? The crease. And I'm going to use, this is a Sonia G Crease Pro brush. I've used it before for this, so I'm just picking up a little bit of that. And yep, just going right in the crease. I start a little bit lower and then work up a little bit. I haven't been wearing a ton of makeup during the COVID quarantine because honestly, I just don't go out very often. But even wearing a mask, you know, your eyes show and it just feels so much more normal to put on makeup. So yeah, I've been doing my eyes a few times a week. Okay, so there, and you can see it's a matte, but it goes on beautifully, it blends beautifully. Boom, that's it, done. And ooh, you know that that Lotus Luxe, that pink one, it's just been so wonderful. So I'm just gonna do that using my pinky, really working it down in the lash line there. And just going all across the movable part of my lid. And we'll hit the other side. There we go. All right, and for my lower lash line, I am going to pick up that Prosperity. That was that darker matte shade. And just go right underneath my lashes there. Getting most of the color on the outer third of my eye. Working it up a little bit to the top there. And then just using my finger to kind of work it towards the center. And I'll do that on the other side. I'll try to do this so you can see. There we go. So again, outside here, smudge it into the lashes. I just work it up a little bit, continuing that line. That gives me a little bit more depth that I'm going to blend into the upper lid. And using my finger there. See? Just give me a little definition down below. And like I said, I've got that up above, so I'm taking a BK Beauty 202 to just blend that extra prosperity that I pulled up from below. And see, it just gives a little bit of extra depth. You know, honestly, running out to the grocery store, this is good. Well, I put on mascara, but I don't need a ton of eyeshadow running out to the grocery store. I do want to show you that really beautiful Eternal Opulence, that highlighter. I'm kind of limited in the brushes I brought down. So I'm going to go with the Sonia G Worker Pro. There we go. And just try to pick that up right on the edge of it. And I'm just going to do the brow highlight. Oh yeah, that lays in so nicely right there underneath the arch of the brow. Hit the other side. Oh, and here under these lights, oh, it catches the lights and reflects so beautifully. So beautifully. I'm gonna see if I can get in the inner corner with this. A little bit. Yeah, it just brightens it up a little bit, which is really what we're going for anyway. Okay. Oh, sorry, the kitten is up on the furniture over there. So, yeah, I mean, simple, but the colors are gorgeous. I'm gonna pop off, finish up, and I'll show you the final look. Okay, here is the finished look and my hair all done. I used the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and the gloss is by Smashbox from their Gloss Angeles line in Traffic Jam. And I just checked the Pat McGrath website. They still have the Divine Rose 2 in stock, but only the black packaging, not the pink packaging, so I'm kind of bummed about that. I checked Sephora's website. They now stock the Divine Rose 2, but they also have just the black packaging, not the pink packaging, and quite frankly, I think I would rather give my money directly to Pat McGrath than to Sephora. So, thank you for joining me. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notified when I post, which is kind of randomly these days, and thanks so much for joining me.